Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. The Lakers are having great games this season, but have had serious setbacks due to injury. And today, coach J.J. Redick stated that Austin Reaves has a groin injury and is experiencing twinges, which could keep him off the court for 2 to 3 weeks, leading to him missing 5 to 8 games. We hope that the injury is as minor as possible and that he misses the fewest number of games possible, as he has been outstanding and is currently the second most important player on the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers are on a roll and show no signs of slowing down anytime soon. A major factor in their early season success has been Austin Reaves' hot start. His performance in the first 5 games of the season has been historically remarkable. 34.2 ppg. 10.0 APG, 1.8 SPG, 52.5 FG%, 38.53 P%, 89.7 FT%. That's what the Lakers' Austin Reaves is averaging in 5 games this season. No one else in NBA history has put up those numbers or better over any 5-game span in a single season, Opta Stats posted. Reaves has made it clear that he wants to remain in LA after this season, but his current play could complicate the Lakers' plans. On top of that, if Reaves keeps churning out performances like that one, teams around the league will certainly take even more notice. That could hike up his price tag in free agency and perhaps even make more teams interested in throwing him an offer. That's dangerous for the Lakers. Reaves playing well is obviously amazing for the Lakers, but it's going to make the team's future a bit trickier to navigate after this season, one way or another. Lake Show Life's Jack Simone wrote. On Monday, Reaves did not suit up on the second night of a back-to-back. While skipping a back-to-back game is not unusual in today's NBA, Lakers head coach J.J. Redick revealed that Reaves is dealing with an injury that could sideline him for some time. J.J. Redick said Austin Reaves tweaked his groin early in last night's win versus Miami, and he played through it towards 26 points and 11 assists. Reaves is sore today and won't play tonight. Redick said they'll evaluate him again tomorrow, Lakers reporter Mike Trudell posted. This could be a significant loss for the Lakers, as Reaves has been on an incredible tear to start the season. The groin discomfort may also explain any inconsistencies in his shooting. With LeBron James expected to be out for at least a couple more weeks, the Lakers will rely heavily on Reaves to continue performing at a high level. While nothing is certain, this situation is far from ideal for both Reaves and the team. DeAndre Ayton, Rui Hachimura and Nick Smith Jr. lead impressive win over Trailblazers. The Los Angeles Lakers have been rolling the past week, winning their previous 3 games heading into a rematch against the Portland Trailblazers on Monday night. The Lakers lost to the Trailblazers last week, though they were largely shorthanded. The second matchup between the two teams offered a similar situation as Los Angeles ruled out Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves after the two stars played heavy minutes the night prior against the Miami Heat. Historically, the Lakers have struggled to score when all of their stars are out, but this new group was competitive throughout the entire evening against the young Blazers. While Portland looked in control in the first half, Los Angeles hung around until midway through the third quarter where they took the lead. It was a tightly contested game from that point forward, but by pure effort and grit the Lakers managed to beat the Trailblazers 123-115 to extend their win streak to 4 games. Nick Smith Jr., a former first-round pick, signed with Los Angeles this offseason on a 2-way contract in an effort to rebuild his value. Smith was known as an electric scoring guard, though his time with the Charlotte Hornets was cut shorter than expected due to his poor performance. However, with Los Angeles in desperate need of guard play, head coach J.J. Redick threw Smith in the deep end against Portland and he delivered with a hot shooting display. The Blazers were intent on generating pressure on the ball, so Smith used that to his advantage by scoring early and often when he had the basketball in his hands. Smith caught fire from deep late in the game, particularly in the fourth quarter when he drained a couple of clutch three-pointers to seal the win. Smith finished the game with 25 points in just 27 minutes of action. He also had 6 assists, 1 rebound, and 2 steals. Playing against the team that bought him out seemed to bring the best out of DeAndre Ayton, who wound up leading LA in scoring with 29 points. Ayton was a force in the paint on both ends and managed to carry the scoring load with the Lakers stars out. Rui Hachimura was right behind Ayton in the scoring column, hitting jumpers throughout the evening to keep Los Angeles ahead. He finished the night with 28 points on 10 of 15 shooting. What's next for the Lakers? The Lakers will return home to play the San Antonio Spurs on Wednesday before heading back out on a 5-game road trip. Bronny James only scored 5 points, but Lakers legend feels he just played the best game of his NBA career. Hours before Monday's game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers, a viral video circulated on YouTube, titled "Bronny James has zero idea how to play basketball." This was just the latest in a long string of criticism surrounding the sophomore guard, something he's dealt with since his rookie year. The 55th pick in last year's draft is still a 21-year-old trying to find a rhythm in a league where possessions blaze by in real time. However, by the end of the night, James had seemingly shifted the conversation. Lakers legend James Worthy publicly commended Bronny on the broadcast. "I thought this might have been Bronny's best game of his NBA career," Worthy said post-game. "For a young kid that's been working toward trying to get more experience, he came in when they needed him. He had some assists. He had a big rebound. Kept the ball in play. Hit a big 3. Worthy's praise isn't hollow. Bronny's impact tonight was clear. In just under 20 minutes, the Lakers guard finished with 5 points, including 1 made 3, a game-high 6 assists, an offensive rebound, and a steal in the 123-115 win over the Blazers. Despite the mostly pedestrian numbers, he also logged a positive plus-minus, indicating that LA outscored its opponents with him on the floor. In fact, Bronny's impact has improved across the board this year. Last year, he logged an abysmally low -19.2 plus-minus per 100 possessions on the court, which means that, on average, LA was significantly worse on the court. This year, however, the guard has improved to a plus 3.8, a significant development in his on-court impact that may not be reflected in the box score. Worthy added to his statement, highlighting what the young guard needs for his development. "We talked about how he gets to play with, other big-time players. He'll learn more and adjust better. In a locker room where every minute is earned, the nod from a legendary player carries more weight than numbers on a stat sheet." Worthy's validation also feels like an internal endorsement. For Bronny, it's clear that this comment wasn't just about silencing critics, but confirming what the Lakers already believe: the kid is putting it together. J.J. Redick, Luka Doncic praised Bronny James' composure and growth. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick was clear as day when assessing Bronny James' impact against the Miami Heat on Sunday. "I thought he was really good on the ball, defensively," Redick said. "He got a steal off the ball, but I thought he was really good on the ball, and now I've seen that twice over the last week or so, where he was really just a force in terms of containment and physicality." One particular play stood out. Luka Doncic was doubled, so he passed the ball to Bronny, who drew attention and sprayed for an open 3. "He made arguably the play of the game," Redick added, calling it a really good building block for him tonight. Doncic himself also echoed the sentiment, highlighting the younger James for being ready when needed. "He was ready and that means a lot to us," Doncic said. "He played great today, he was great defensively, and we expect him to do that." His comments reflected growing trust that Bronny could hold his own during meaningful minutes, not because he's LeBron's son, but as a developing role player earning respect the same way everyone else does. Austin Reaves shared the same sentiment, adding that Bronny played really good minutes, was good defensively, did the right things offensively. He also humorously added, "I've got to be the first person in NBA history to throw a father a lob and a son a lob," referring to an alley-oop from Reaves to Bronny mirroring the countless he's sent LeBron's way. For a young guard trying to carve out his place, the moment and the recent praise represent more than a highlight. It's a sign that James is earning the trust of those who matter most. Dalton Knecht, B-. Knecht is starting to play better after looking horrid during the preseason and the Las Vegas Summer League. On Monday, he made 4 of his 7 shot attempts, although he missed all 3 of his 3-point attempts, and he finished with 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist in 23 minutes. A big reason he's starting to shoot better is the fact that he's putting the ball on the court and creating mid-range shots for himself instead of settling for contested trays. Jake LaRavia, B. On his 24th birthday, LaRavia shot just 1 of 4 from the field in the first half. But he started to warm up afterward and finished 5 of 10 from the field, giving him 11 points. He also contributed 5 rebounds, 6 assists and 3 steals in 36 minutes, and overall, he played fairly good defense. Marcus Smart, B-. Smart was forced into a primary ball-handling role with Doncic and Reaves out of action, and he took it upon himself to shoulder more of the offensive burden early with so many players out for LA. But while he missed 6 of his first 7 shot attempts and finished 3 of 11 from the field, he contributed in other areas. He played active defense, which resulted in 3 steals, and he had 5 assists, 5 points and 2 steals in 32 minutes. He did commit 5 turnovers, but he's clearly establishing himself as an X-factor for the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton, A+. Against the team he spent the previous 2 seasons with, Ayton made a statement. He converted 14 of 19 shot attempts to score 29 points, and he also had 10 rebounds, 3 blocks and 2 assists. He did a good job of using his size to his advantage in the paint, not just offensively but also on the boards, and he also hustled for rebounds that he otherwise wouldn't have come up with. Rui Hachimura, A. When the Lakers needed a bucket, especially with the shot clock running down, they often went to Hachimura on Monday, and he delivered. He scored 28 points on 10 of 15 shooting from the field, to go along with 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal and 1 block. This is the most engaged Hachimura has ever been offensively on a consistent basis as a member of the team. He has done a fantastic job of picking up the slack with so many players out, and the 27-year-old may be making an argument that LA should consider keeping him past this season. Nick Smith Jr., A+. When the Lakers signed Smith, a 21-year-old guard who had been a first-round draft pick in 2023, to a 2-way contract in late September, he was considered an afterthought. But he played like a star on Monday. He went 10 of 15 from the field and 5 of 6 from 3-point range, giving him 25 points, and he also dished off 6 assists while coming up with 2 steals and 1 rebound in 27 minutes. He scored 8 quick points in the second quarter to bring Los Angeles to within 2 points, and afterward, he just kept coming at the Trailblazers. By late in the third quarter, Smith was oozing confidence out of every pore of his body. He was able to have such an impressive performance even though, as he admitted after the game, he was feeling sick and even vomited at halftime. If he can duplicate even part of this performance on a consistent basis, he may make a case that he should take at least some of Gabe Vincent's minutes. Bronny James, B-. It is hard to watch the younger James offensively with all the trouble he has had hitting shots. But against Portland, he made plays in other facets of the game to help the Lakers win. He assumed a good share of the ball-handling duties during the 19 minutes he was on the court, and he had 6 assists without committing a single turnover. Early in the fourth quarter, the 21-year-old hit a 3-pointer to put LA up 93-88, and he also chipped in 1 rebound and 1 steal. Jared Vanderbilt, B. Vanderbilt made a solid contribution in 21 minutes. He grabbed 4 rebounds and also had 4 points, 2 assists, 1 steal and 1 block. Jackson Hayes, B-. In 13 minutes, Hayes had 4 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron James returned to hurt Austin Reaves' odds of $240 million payday, claims Lakers insider. Austin Reaves is backing the talk. Since saying he wanted to become an all-star, the numbers don't lie. Only 4 players are averaging more points than him, and even fewer match his 9.3 assists currently. However, the opportunity AR has at hand is also short-lived. Sooner or later, LeBron James will be back. Once that happens, the all-star dreams could come crashing down. Jovan Buha believes the only realistic way for Reaves to make it is if James falls out of eligibility. Luka Doncic is a no-brainer, having a historic 4-game start to this season and putting up over 40 points per game. But there have been times a team has had 3 All-Stars. It's rare, but the Lakers insider feels there is a way for Austin Reaves to sneak in. So, if you have Luka and LeBron as starters, the Lakers probably have to be a top 2 or 3 seed to get a third All-Star. That's certainly within the realm of possibility. And right now, that's how things currently are and are trending. But like if they slip a little bit to 4th or to 5th or to 6th, at least around the time of the voting, it's almost, it's highly unlikely, he said on his YouTube channel. The last team with 3 or more was probably the Golden State Warriors. They finished as the top seed, and their talent pool was stacked. For Austin Reaves, it's extremely difficult to make it. Moreover, with the USA versus the world format, it becomes even harder. As Buha explained, the conference might not matter. It's going to be the best American players who will get the vote. Even going by position, the likes of Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, and Stephen Curry will likely be part of the NBA's landmark event. Considering those factors, it will be challenging for Reaves to make it to the All-Star team if LeBron James returns. However, it won't take away from the fascinating season the 27-year-old is putting up. Austin Reaves is chasing a bigger goal. Reaves, although motivated, won't mind not being an All-Star this season. There are far more important things on his agenda. Notably, the promising guard declined a $90 million extension in the offseason, in hopes of a bigger payday. Now, it's only been 7 games, but the Lakers might have their backcourt partner for the future. Austin Reaves exudes flair when he is on the ball. In spite of the short sample, Reaves has played through every scenario. Without James or Doncic, he became an unstoppable initiator, erupting for a career-high 51. With Doncic, the numbers come down, but his impact remains effervescent. There aren't many like Reaves out there. And he wants to spend his remaining career with the Lakers, which is a huge advantage for the organization. Next season, if he does opt for free agency, experts feel AR could earn a much greater annual sum than the last contract offer. He's always been a very good player, but now he's in a role where he can have the ball and generate a lot of offense. Someone is going to pay him a lot of money next summer, a West executive said about the Lakers guard. They feel Reaves could earn an average salary of $30 million. With LeBron James' likely exit, the Lakers will have cap space available. Being an All-Star could go a long way in improving the figure. It might not be in the $240 million ballpark if he fails to make it. But it's still going to be a sizable increase. It looks certain that Reaves' bet on himself didn't fail him. And there are only more things to come for the 27-year-old star.